Hey, how y'all doing? This is Dan Land Pro, and this is Steppers Express, YouTube.com. Make sure you go over there, hit that subscribe and that like button. Today we're going over what we call EVMUX, another browser-based live streaming program similar to StreamYard that's now taking some good lift off. So we're going to go over a quick overview of what that is. Hey, let's get started. So here we are in EVMUX, and as you see, this is the landing page. You'll see the EVMUX logo. You'll see a couple of logos here, a couple of menus, bars here, home, pricing, why EVMUX, pretty much about us, contact, and some of the demonstrations of what you can expect. And you can start now for free. As you see, you can click over here and you can get you a free tier, which is what I'm on. Or you can, if you're already familiar with it, you can decide on which tier you want to purchase. Once you establish that, and you see down here where you can see how you can use some of your shows and some of the ways that the menu and the dashboard work, like most browser-based live streaming programs, and that's pretty much it. So up here in the right-hand corner where it says sign up, you can sign up if you're not already signed up, establish your email, etc., password, and then when you come back, whenever you come back, you just come and sign in. Now, the thing to remember about a browser-based program is that it's only online. You can't really work offline on these browser-based programs. Also, if you lose your internet connection or your networking when you're working on these live streaming browser-based programs, you won't have anything that you can work with. You'll be in the dark. But anyway, once you get here, you go and sign in, and you sign in right here. And you see it's pretty similar to most browser-based live streaming programs, except that some of the terminology may change. The dashboard may be a little bit differently configured, but it's pretty much all the same stuff. So you got dashboard, you got the speakers instead of guests, you got sessions instead of studios. But like everywhere, you got settings. So if you look over here to the right, you will see where you have, I already have one session in here. I can set up more speakers right here. And we're going to do a full tutorial and overview of EVMUX in the short future. Right now, I just want to give you a little glimpse of what's happening here because this program offers a few more bells and whistles than some of the other browser-based programs. However, each program has its pros and cons. So like here, you see where it say create broadcast session. I can go here and create another broadcast session, and where you see this one at, it would change to 2, and that's just like setting up different brands where I can come in here, or different studios where I can come in here and just go right into the studio already created. Okay, so let's go into our session that we already created earlier. And as you see, you got setup show, you got the date, you got the start time, the end time, you got things that you can set up right here in your dashboard and go from there. Right now, what we're going to do is just go enter our studio, but you also see once you finish your studio, you can also have recordings that you can access for other reasons, if you want to edit, if you want to load to your other channels or your other programs. So let's get in our studio right here. And now you see we're in EVMUX Studio. You see I already have a few things in here. Now this is a background that you see in my pro scenes. So you got dynamic scenes and pro scenes in EVMUX, and then I can set up a new scene. So if I was setting up a new scene, there you see my virtual camera coming in from my main resource. So if I was ready to set up a scene, I can use this particular scene to establish certain things as far as the menu that you see right here, as far as layers, and you see graphic styling, music, social chat, banners, and internet chat. So these are all the things that I can establish right here inside of my new scene. But the new scene is, you see right here where I can add another scene, which would be another new scene. But the thing to pay attention to is right here where you see pro scenes. So you see pro scenes, and then you have dynamic scenes. And as you see in each scene, it changes as far as what I can do in that particular scene. Example, in this scene, I can add a graphic, or I can add a video, and then or I can bring in my guests or my speakers, and I can start a like a Zoom meeting or 4 or 5 guests meeting, and they will all come in on this screen. And this is the screen dynamic scene where a lot of that is happening, and you see a lot of the menus over here where I can make that happen. So if I was over here, as you see, now we see me coming in on my regular screen, and you see down here where we get our access to all of those other parameters that we can use within EVMUX. Now the thing about EVMUX is right here, your camera resolution, even though it's set on auto, it's on auto right now, but EVMUX gives you 1080 without you having to purchase anything extra, because it comes automatically even on the free tier. So when you move up to the other tiers, you don't have to purchase it like you have to do in some other programs. However, like I said, there's pros and cons to each one of these programs. Now, when I come down here, this is an area where you would do most like your green screening. You be in your pro scenes, and you get a couple of more bells and whistles in your pro scene. And as you see, this young lady, I have her green screen. I'm all green screened out, and I didn't play around with the screen a lot. This is just to let you know that you can come in here, and this screen can be bigger behind her, or this screen could be in front of her. It depends. So once I click on her, now I can green screen in EVMUX, and we can do some amazing things with green screening here. So like I said, each program or browser-based program has its bells and whistles, and you just have to know what those are. I'm just giving you a little in-depth look into what you can expect by coming into EVMUX. So it's a browser-based program, like I said, and it's pretty simple. And I kind of like it, so I'm going to play around with it a little more and see exactly what it is I might want to do with this particular program, to the point that if I wanted to play around with it with green screen or whatever I wanted to do with it, that we could have a newscast or whatever, just like any other browser-based program. We could do some live streaming and really have fun with it. So as you see, we showed you new scenes, and we showed you how to create a new scene. As you see, I'm taking up the whole screen with the new scene, and we can get some bells and whistles over here, add some music, etc. We got our pro scenes where we can do a few things like green screen and chroma key, whatever. And then we have our regular dynamic screen where we can have a background, we can have logos, we can have so much inside of this particular part. So we're going to do an overview on EVMUX. We just want to give you a little glimpse into what EVMUX is all about. It's much like StreamYard, so play around with it. Like they say, they got a free tier as well, and see if you like it. Don't forget, youtube.com, Steps Express. Hit that subscription and that like button. Till next time, peace.